Okay, knew I'd find it somewhere. A sneaker that I totally forgot about. Pre-orders. Should it be a thing or not? We'll talk a little bit later. Without further ado, let's talk about what's inside. Let's go through it. Little Nike swoosh right there. Let's hope I don't do any damage to what's inside. Okay. Man, this is very well packaged. Oi, oi, oi. We got there. No one needs this. Pure strength. I think I got a paper cut, but it's cardboard. Does that count? Oh, this is lovely. Very nice. Oh, this is lovely. Wow. Can we have more of these style boxes, please? So we got a play on the Nike swoosh and pretty much a remix of the red standard Nike box that we normally get, you know, with GRs. So on the top of the box, you got something that's pretty smart actually. You got the dot and then the Nike swoosh. And then just below that, you got the dot swoosh, which from what I know is a platform from Nike, which is basically all different things for creatives. There's so many things going on that platform. You got virtual creations, you got community challenges, even things like digital games and exclusive access. There's a lot going on there. But there is a couple more dot swoosh branding on the box. Nothing too drastic, but still something different. But the product sticker does say though, Air Max 1 Low Poly, and the official colorway is, yes, the iconic white and university red. When did I even pre-order these? That's a very good question. Okay, we've found it. So I pre-ordered these on the 8th of October last year. And we were told that we are going to get these in February. Date of recording this video is the 25th of January. So yeah, I guess a couple weeks early or a week or so early. Not too bad. Ooh. Okay. So the tissue paper is very polygonal. You know, you've got a lot of squares that make up the pattern, which I'm going to open it up now. Oh, they're nice. Oh, we get spare laces as well. You shouldn't have Nike. So the tissue paper is basically a dot swoosh. Looking at the shoes now. Okay, so we got the spare laces, which are pretty similar. But if you look carefully, the ones that come in the shoe have a bit more of a shine to it. But the spare laces though, these are the sort of classic Air Max 1 laces. So yeah, I'll take those. So the classic white and red Air Max 1 is iconic at this point. And yes, the first one that technically started it all to the Air Max line. And no, you're not seeing things. They're called poly for a reason. The sharper edges are meant to mimic video games, the old school ones. You know, those retro style games, the Marios, the Donkey Kongs, the Sonics. I could go on, but you get my point. So you can see that from the mudguard, even the Nike swoosh. But if you look carefully, even the mesh. Normally on a white and red Air Max 1, that would be white, but if you look carefully, you see it a bit more pixelated, a bit more shaded as well. However, if you look even more carefully, you can see it on those mid panels in grey. It's very subtle, but man, this is a masterpiece. But moving on to the tongue though, it is very rough with that mesh on there, but that tongue tab, man, another cool feature. Again, sort of referencing those old school arcade games. It's all pixelated here on a Nike Air Max branding. And it is really weird when you look at it for the first time. It's kind of like 3D, but at the same time, yeah, still very cool. Oh, that is so cool, bro. I have just realized inside the tongue, absolute magic on both of them. Yep, on both of them. On the reverse of the tongue, it says rated by dot swoosh, E for everybody. And again, it's referencing video game ratings. Man, another cool feature. On the insole, all red, with right at the back, you got the dot swoosh branding with the push start there and the 2024 Nike. And this took me a few minutes to figure out what the heck this was. It says though, if you've made it this far, go touch grass, which is kind of self-explanatory, but it's an old school saying of actually go out and live life. But yeah, I found that pretty cool. Okay, moving on to the heel counter. The Nike Air does return in all its glory, and man, it does look good. Now, one thing I'm so glad they did with this shoe is leaving it to the 87 cut on the midsole and the air unit. It just gives it that more classic feel. Like it would have been cool with the air unit being the big bubble, but yeah, this just works. But broskies, let me know. Would it have been better with the 86 cut, you know, the big bubble, or does it look good like this? Now to finish off, nothing's really changed here. You've got the waffle design, that classic look to the Air Max 1 outsole in the whites, the black, and the red. Right, so I was looking for the retail price of this shoe because I can't even remember. On my Amex, it says £118, but that can't be right. But online though, it's saying it retailed for £145. So yeah, take that information and do what you want with it. This shoe though, whoo, Amazing, bruh. Now this was the shoe, minus obviously all the polygon stuff on it. This is what we've been screaming out for. The 87 OG Air Max 1 white and red. I know it's not OG technically. The 86 cut is original, I guess. If you want to get technical, what we know and love, what we're used to is this cut. And this is why I'm very happy this midsole, this air unit is on this shoe. So if you did miss out on the pre-order and you're thinking about paying resale, well, the sizing, yeah, let's talk. Now with the Air Max 1 for me, it's always been tricky, depending on the collab, the materials, and even the cut. Like for example, the Concepts pair, I had to go half a size down to get my normal sizing. But the likes of the Patta collab with the Wave Pack, I had to go true to size. And don't even get me started with the GRs. That for me is always like a lottery. But this pair though, honestly, all good, true to size, yep, you'll definitely be fine. Okay, so why is this shoe here? Why was it made? The inspiration behind it, we already spoke about it a little bit, but yeah, there was sort of an unveiling on Kai Cenat's stream, showcasing this shoe. Pretty cool actually, created a bit of buzz, a bit of like, woo, what are those? Are these real? Are they 3D printed? Is it just like one of those, what are they called? Bitcoins? Not Bitcoins. You know the art, the digital art things you can buy. NFTs, that's what I was thinking of. Yep, it was real. It was an actual shoe. I didn't think it was real, thought it was just a bit of a gimmick. Something with Kai, I don't know, promoting something. As soon as I found out these were real and showcasing or referencing old school arcade games, the 8-bit era, the polygon look, the sharp edges, even the little references, man, so cool. So look, let's talk. Is this shoe all a gimmick? Is it one that's pretty cool to you? To me it is, shout out the Chuckle Brothers, but let's decide together, broskies, whether these are a buy or a buy. To you, to me. Oh man, what a show. Rest in peace. All right, things I do really like about this shoe. I love the references to the old school games because I'm a die-hard gamer, bruh. Look at me, the nerd that I am. Xbox controller, pow. PS5 controller, pow. Need I say more? But yeah, old school gamer, Sega Mega Drive, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1, I had the lot. Or I would go to my mates, they would have the lot. Either way, I was a banger. I was a little nerd just playing my video games. So yeah, something like this, references galore, little gimmicks. To you it might be, to me, amazing. But look, all the pixels, all the sort of Easter eggs aside, the shape of the shoe is what is really getting me going. I love that slope it has to the side profile and even the toe box from the top down. It just looks cool. And again, the 87 cut with the white and red to the Air Max 1 is always a winner. I could go on and on and on, but I'm not gonna. Love this shoe. Anything I don't like though? I don't know. Maybe the laces that it comes with, very rough, very weird looking. Maybe the tongue, that's a bit rough too. If I wanted to nitpick, those are the only two things I'd say. Other than that though, absolutely nothing. Retail price, spot on. QC, spot on. Easter eggs, all the little tags, the references, spot on. Love it, man. Air Max 1, white and red. The rollout, the pre-order thing, yeah, we'll have to talk about that, don't we? Because it's a weird bit of time we're in where we have to pre-order shoes. I don't mind it. I mean, if it's a shoe like this, definitely worth the wait. But when you're waiting months and months and months, like some Adidas sneakers, ALD pairs with New Balance, yeah, you can drop me out of that one. This one though, couple months, wasn't too bad and it even came out early. So yeah, I'm here for that. Maybe they might need to do that going forward, I don't know, to create a bit more hype, a bit more buzz, and maybe do it as well to make pairs to order, to get the QC spot on. Maybe that's a thing, you know? I'd take that all day long. But broskies, you know how it goes by now. The Air Max connoisseur is defo giving these Air Max 1 polys, Air Max 1 low polys, an absolute. But let me know your thoughts down below. Are these all a gimmick? Are these super cool like I think? Or are these a total miss? And even if you're trying to pay resale for these, comment down below. But broskies, thank you for watching. I had to get this super quick unboxing done. Didn't even realize it was these. I got a text saying I had a UPS pickup to get. I was like, I didn't order anything. Put 2 and 2 together, got 3, then realized, yeah, at night time what they were. So yeah, very quick unboxing and review. I love this shoe. Really love this shoe. Honestly, amazing, bruh. Definitely swapping out the laces though. These ones, I wouldn't even kidnap someone with these. Wait, let's cut that bit out. Anyways, before I get cancelled, thank you for stopping by. Don't forget, do all that good stuff. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and yes, until the next episode, take care.